Oh dear, I hear thunder.
I thought it said murder.
Well, I'm sure she's gonna be hearing murder at some point throughout
I
this.
hear murder. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess.
I love you, dearest Mel. You'll always be my prince forever and ever.
Her mood quite improved, Nellie began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced about the rose garden. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Oh, Nellie, don't come crying to me if you trip running like that. But Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings brimming with hope. And at this time in their lives, there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children can stay children forever, Master? As I see it, though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have value because they come to an end. Wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception. And as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Now, let us take a trip down the river of time. I would be very much delighted if we could remain at this point in time, but unfortunately, we cannot. Please, do not let go of my hand, Master. I'll be on my way then.
Oh, you usually stay for longer.
Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time, as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week?
Next week or the week after. Hold on to it as long as you'd like.
Keeps it forever.
Me.
But surely there are others who would yeah.
None as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. Oh, do you not believe me?
No, I believe you, Father. And I mean to do whatever I can not to disappoint you.
That's the spirit. See, I just hoard books always. Like, I have so many books, and some of them I haven't even finished, but I'm like, I want more. I just want to have them.
Or like you have them but you don't touch them and you're like, I'll read it. I'll read it someday.
And then I reread the same books like 20 times. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. And yes, and Mel, do consider what we were talking about. Monica beats us all.
Aww. Do you take books, New Monica? Going to university.
Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There is very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. It's an honorable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord.
I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me then. I'll see you again.
Our doors are always open.
Farewell. Whether it's in the service of God or the service of the church, it is an honorable profession. But theology... I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not sure. I'd kind of like to do something different, something more befitting of the times. As for what, though, I'm stumped. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. Mercy me.
Young sire, blessed young sire, alms, alms for the poor.
Ah. This beggar. If I'm not mistaken, he's been outside the church since last week.
Alms.
The way he shakes his head. I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald. Buy yourself some bread with this.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so very much. May the Lord bless your soul.
Thanks. The Lord. Oh no! Nellie's going to be cross if I don't hurry home. Curses, and it looks like it's going to rain.
That might be the maid again. I don't know.
Do you want to read her lines?
Master? Master? Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp on your consciousness. I was afraid you had accidentally let go of my hand. Now, master, this is the period of time I truly wish to show you. The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would from time to time show remnants of that innocent young boy. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Mel frequently visited the church, on Sundays to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school run by an eminent marquis, though it was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. They studied at the Marquis's estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today, and Mel was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mel was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not?
Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready?
Ready and waiting, young Master Rhodes.
Oh, don't call me young master, please.
I beg your pardon? Can it? Oh God, no.
Oh, Lord.
I, this isn't going to be an actual accent. Can I seem to get me head out of the past? Your order's right here, sir.
Mel had stopped at a jewelry store in the center of town on his way back from the church. The building was both a workshop and storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica of a piece of his jewelry said to be on display in the palace. As artistry flourished in his golden age, the number of shops selling luxurious items such as jewelry rose in kind. As artistry flourished, what? Oh, however, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people. May I have a look?
Of course, of course.
Good. It came out just as I hoped. Splendid work.
Hehehe. Can you afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself?
An admirable work ethic.
I'm not even trying, guys. I'm not gonna like put in the effort because I know I'm not gonna succeed, so I'm not bothering.
I wouldn't either. I'm sure she'll love it.
Such a kind lad, young master. Boy back home could do well to learn a thing or two from ya. Every man ought to show woman some cordiality. Coming home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed.
Again, please don't call me young master.
My apologies.
I'll take this and be on my way then.
Good day. If you find yourself in need of aught else, just let me know. I can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me and your sweetheart's day'll be made for sure. And I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her.
Please, I don't have a sweetheart.
Huh, well that's a surprise. I'm sure many girls are vying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. A fine family, good looks, charming. And your future's all but...
I'll be on my way then. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Good day. Come by again anytime.
Goodness. Ah, maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God-given talents, boy. I could renounce my name and rank, go somewhere far away. That sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with. As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrance of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent had led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen-haired family's last name, Rhodes, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivy covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to be found. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses, a veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil. My apologies, I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget for a moment about our own time. I suppose I stayed out a little too long. Oh well, the sun still shines high in the sky, I'm sure it's...
Dearest Mel, dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I've been waiting forever.
Nellie!
That's a cute picture.
It is. You're not in the house?
Nope, you were taking so long I decided to wait by the gate. But you didn't even notice me at all. Is that any way to treat a lady? All that studying's got your head stuck up in the clouds.
No, it hasn't really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back?
Heavy? I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat. And I love sweets to maintain my figure for a new dress, and you call me heavy?
I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister?
You're an awful dimwit, Mel. Jerk, blockhead, weakling.
And obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to the delightful little girl who was once my sister?
See, now this is a sibling relationship.
Yeah. She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really be outside, Nellie? You are the star of today's event.
It's fine. They can call it a birthday party, but I know it's just about fraternizing. It's obvious what Father's true motives are. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good family to look for someone to marry me off to. Ugh, I have no interest in that at all.
Don't be like that, Nellie. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can of the party.
I guess. And besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this, dearest Mel. What do you think?
What do I think? About what? Oof.
About what? Mel! My new dress! It arrived! I'm wearing it! How could you not notice?
I did notice it was something I hadn't seen before, but you had so many dresses, Nellie, so...
But this is the dress I had made just for today. Look at the colors, they're so pretty. It's the work of a renowned dyer. And this belt is just lovely. You see how it come together to form a butterfly? Does it? Oh, wow, that is really pretty. We didn't notice either. She's gonna kill us.
Oh god.
Let me do one sec since I just noticed that it's capturing the mouse. That's gonna...
Oh.
Oh, I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty. In some ways, I guess she is still a delightful little girl.
Oh, dearest Mel, I love you.
Whoa! Don't jump on me like that!
Oh my, you dropped something. And what do we have here?
Wait, hold on. No, you can't have that yet.
Is it a present?
Give it back. I was going to give that to you later.
I knew it, it's for me. And just what could it be?
Hey, don't open it.
What's the big deal? It's going to be mine soon anyway, isn't it? Oh, I love it! A rose necklace. And this design. It's from the jeweler the royal family uses. Oh, my dearest Mel. You had this made just for me.
Oh, jeez. It defeats the purpose if you open it before the party.
Happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mel. I think I'll put it on right away. There, how does it look? Looks
Where
good.
is it?
Right here.
Oh! It looks lovely.
My prince is still the sweetest in all the land.
Don't make such weird noises.
Oh, but why not? A prince always knows exactly what his princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Understand?
Jeez, I sure don't have it easy playing your prince, Nellie. It might be about time you found a new one.
A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. If you want to retire, dear Smell, you're going to have to wait another 10 years.
That's a long time.
Or if you find yourself a new princess.
I'm not so...
She does. You're about as romantic as a rock, dearest Mel. But worry not, your adorable sister will always be your princess. What more could you want?
Are you really allowed to be the judge of that?
I mean more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? Then that makes me your perfect princess.
Ha 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 ha.
Hey, what was with that laugh and it'll be all over? Soon laugh. Oh, hope you sleep well, Monica. Sweet dreams.
Night.
You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you.
Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister.
I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dearest Mel.
Well, if you're happy with it, then so am I. You're very, very welcome. Now, back into the house with you. Can't have a party without the guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet?
Nope. I imagine they'll be here soon, though. Were you down at the church again today, Mel?
Yeah. There was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up.
Whoa, so diligent. I can't really say I like the priest there personally.
Actually, I kind of feel the same way.
What? Really? Why?
Well, I have my reasons.
So even you don't always like the priest, huh? Let's skip Mass on Sunday then. We can go play.
No skipping church. As grew the brother, so too did the sister. That day, Nellie would be turning 14, and Mel, 3 years her senior, was 17. You saw it with your own eyes, so you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman.
14 is still a little girl.
Yeah. Though she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady.
But I guess by the standards of this time period, yeah, she's an adult now.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
I guess I should go ahead and say this since this is a gothic sort of visual novel. This also came with its fair share of warnings. Nowhere near as bad as the letter, but expect weird things to happen if it wasn't obvious already.
As for her character, well... But a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say? Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults, but the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest. Nellie was very much attached to her brother, and as much as Mel complained, he still cared deeply for his sister. Around the time the sun had begun to set, carriages started lining up outside as well-dressed aristocrats made their way into the house. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them were boys.
Ew, icky boys.
Nasty, gross.
Gonna get cooties.
Yes, I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. I don't know. Me alone? No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor are surely living quite contented lives. And I'm sure they don't remember a thing.
The gasp.
The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition so they could entertain guests at any time. Walls colorfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to great fortune. The servant's first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to a shine so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. And for events like their daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. The table's tops were removable, so they had ordered new tabletops with designs made especially for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities.
Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nellie, I had these jewels cut just for you. You'll let me have this dance, won't you?
Ugh.
What's the matter, Nellie? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. They're apples candied in rock sugar, I think.
You disappoint me, dearest Mel. What do you think is the matter? They just keep coming. It never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just been repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and requests to dance are enough to make a girl swoon. I'm not swooning.
But I think that is true for you, Nellie. Though, why is she disappointed with me?
Hmm.
Ugh, I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year.
They'll probably throw an even bigger one next year.
Huh? Why?
Well, you know. You're about that age, Nellie. We are a reasonably distinguished family, so there are a number of different houses that would like to have connections with us.
So?
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
No, that was your line, sorry.
So what you're saying is do it for the family?
No, that's not.
I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in their inter-family politics.
Pawn? I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure Father wants to let you choose yourself. You know, someone you actually love.
Love? I never thought I would hear you talking about love, dearest Mel. You don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's plays so beautiful, and you're talking about love? You fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet, and you're talking about love?
I mean,
Well,
that's fair.
yeah.
Shakespeare's a hack! He's not wrong, folks.
We went all the way out to the Globe Theatre, too.
Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance and the arts. But you're not, Nellie. Shakespeare's make-believe story made you cry like a baby.
Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it.
Ooh, we're crazy. That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nellie, would have no problem finding love.
Oh, dearest Mel. We should dance.
Lady Nellie, could I have this?
Let's dance, dearest Mel.
What? Me?
Waiter.
Come on, I really like this song.
Quit pulling on me, Nellie. What's the point of us dancing? We're siblings. Mother and Father staring daggers at us.
No matter. What day is it today, dearest Mel?
You're birthday?
Exactly, so I can do what I want. Now attend to your princess as a proper prince should.
Oh, jeez, how did I get myself into this? Nellie's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Mel, on the other hand, fumbled over his feet trying to keep up. One would be hard-pressed to describe his dance abilities as good, even as flattery. Though boys of his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons, he found himself more being dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her. This is humiliating. Because his parents had been hands-off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn what he pleased, Mel looked like a tangled-up marionette. From throughout the hall, he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter.
Come now, dearest Mel. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye?
I won't, so it doesn't matter.
Follow my lead, Mel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Nellie alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, and quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly or that the guests were giving him cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure. Just as father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music, a ruckus suddenly swelled up near the entrance.
What could that be?
Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared. The music came to a stop and the party guests began bustling. The siblings' father spoke up sternly above the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion.
I guess because, I don't know. I mean, like as he said, he was mostly left to raise himself since he was so studious.
Yeah. He ordered the servants to investigate, had the music restarted, gave a short apology for the interruption, and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective, then? That is not what confused you? Well, your question shall be answered in time. In time. Now let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, their father's decisive action restored the guests' festive moods in short order. So it was not, by any means, the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned.
Oh dear, I hear thunder.
I thought it said murder.
Well, I'm sure she's gonna be hearing murder at some point throughout this.
I hear murder. It was rather loud, too. Sounds like we have quite the storm brewing. They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if not unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. The stretches of time with clear skies grew longer as summer approached, but the weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of the two seasons.
It can be, yes.
They had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears on the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would be able to go home. Although their father was quite concerned that Nellie had not got on with any of the aristocrat boys, he decided to cut the festivities short.
Thank goodness it ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good girl.
I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky.
But it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. And for heaven's sake, Arthur was here. I have no interest in dancing with that dunce.
Arthur? Who's that again? Someone who was here?
Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dearest Mel? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles. Freckles are cute, you take that back, and he's a huge jerk. That's not cute. He said my hair looked like the color of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves!
Hey, some of them have pretty colors.
Yeah, you take that back. Just thinking about that ugly smirk has me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nellie, for goodness sake. Are you listening, dearest Mel?
I wouldn't be either. I'm listening.
Convincing.
I wonder what the ruckus earlier was.
Ugh, you weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that?
Sorry, but aren't you curious? It probably wasn't another guest, at least.
Maybe a cat sneaked in.
You think so?
I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dearest Mel?
Seriously? I'm exhausted, though.
It's not even that late.
Fine. Something feels kind of off. A cat? I want to go check.
Come on, hurry up.
Hold on. You don't need to drag me, you.
My birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me.
Oh, Nellie.
And I think that will be a good spot to end it for today.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
cool. I like it.
Yeah. As I mentioned before, I've seen the first chapter, so I'm going to try not, you know, allude too much. But I'm really excited to get to, because I don't remember everything, but I just can't wait till we get to the new stuff as well.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, everyone who came by, Mnemonica and Shades. Oh, hello.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Justin. You're so sweet. Yeah. But I think usually on Mondays I do Hello Charlotte, so I'll probably be getting back to that. So it would probably be easier for me to do this on Fridays. Would that work for you?
What time?
We can start at like 9.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, which would be 6 your time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as usual, what's coming up this week on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. EST, we're going to Leifule and I are going to start Final Fantasy 2.
That's going to be over on her channel on Fridays, as you just heard. Right now, it's going to be me and Kanetsu playing this at 9 p.m. EST. Kime, I think she's going to be at a con this weekend, so I don't know if she's going to be streaming on Saturday. But if she does, it's going to be at 4 p.m. EST, and it's going to be Tomb Raider. And then back on Monday at 8 p.m. EST, hopefully Jamie and I will be able to finally pick up Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. But I guess it's a good time to start announcing this. But on September 16th, 4pixels is going to have its 3-year anniversary. So we're going to be streaming all day from 12 p.m. EST to about 10 or 11. So hopefully you guys can make room on your calendar to watch that.
Ooh, it's gonna be a busy day.
Very busy. But once again, thank you for watching and hope you guys have a good night.
Good night.
Be on your guard. Relax yourself. I am no foe. Were I a foe, I would have already attacked you from behind, would I not? Not that I think there's any way I could possibly defeat a swordsman of your caliber, of course. I have witnessed your ability, Ender. I have a mission I would like to ask you to complete on behalf of my master. Why are we, like, immediately being so hostile? I mean, we can't hear the music, so we can't hear that this dude's obviously sketchy, but so far he hasn't done anything. You are indeed everything the rumors say, Ender. Just off the coast of the mainland, there's a small isle, and on that isle there's a small village. In that village there is a young girl who shall turn 18 years old this year. My mission for you, Ender. We're gonna have to kidnap her. Oh, or kill her. Is to kill her.